Assalamu alaikum. Hi everyone. And this is part two of rigging and lifting supervisor, or HSE health safety environment leader. I hope you guys will be learning a lot, inshallah. So we were right in the middle of a discussion about job responsibilities and how we have to manage all these responsibilities, as a rigging and lifting HSE leader or supervisor. So we discuss a lot about IMS because mostly companies now they started establishing integrated management system and benchmarking different ISO international standards. And for this one, even we as a certification body, providing certification services, training and third-party certification services, so even we can help you for gap analysis, kind of a mock audit, and give you some understanding what you are missing in your system and how you have to make sure the things are according to the standards and well implemented. And then, of course, the auditing company, as an auditing company, will come and audit and issue you the certificate to your company, to your business. And if you need a lead auditing certificate for yourself, even we can help you. Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Fahad.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, warmly welcome back.
Thank you very much. I don't know, it was from me or I don't know this. Maybe I lost the
No, it's okay. Actually,
I'm sorry for that.
Zoom app, maximum call duration is 40 minutes. After 40
That's why.
minutes,
Okay,
it will
sure.
auto disconnect. And then you
Sorry,
have
it's
to rejoin. Because I'm
Alright,
at home, but in office we have licensed one. And that means we can talk even up to 10, 12, 15 hours, no problem. But since it's not the licensed one, so 40 minutes call and then we rejoin.
Thank you very much, sir, for your time. Really, I
It's okay,
appreciate the
Mr.
time. I've got a lot to learn. Really, that was very good, class. I wish to join, inshallah, in the future.
No problem, inshallah. Thank you very much. Now, we were talking about stress management, because since a lot of responsibilities are there, so that means, and there are two stresses, positive stresses and negative stresses. So you need to avoid negative stresses and you need to learn how to manage negative stress. Like positive stresses, we need. There is a stress, I have to be in office 9 o'clock. This is the positive stress. It will help me to wake up, to get a shower, go to the office, be ready on time, something like that. I have a meeting with a client. It's a positive pressure, positive stress. We have to be, admiring the positive stresses. But negative stresses, oh, within one day, 20, meetings with the clients. Now, these are the negative stresses. I can handle 5 meetings. Company is expecting 20 meetings. So then how I gonna manage? Here I need to be mentally strong so much. And like my case, sometimes I work 18 hours, sometimes 20 hours. But how I'm able to work, because you have to just raise up you need to convince your mind, no problem, all is well. Let's do it. It's not every day routine. So you encourage yourself, you are the self-motivated and manage it.
That's okay. I do meeting every day, toolbox meeting, sometimes afternoon even, when I see something wrong.
And also managing competing priorities. There would be a lot of theories, time management. Now the theories are saying priorities management. So your priorities management skills is very much important. What comes first? Which one is important? What is most important? That is the area where you need to focus. And then the other areas, like with medium priority or with ignorable priority sometime. Okay, that is the task I can ignore maybe 1 or 2 days, and then I'll be doing it. So this priorities management is one of another important skill where you truly, and that's why this is a good thing they mentioned in the criteria. that these are the challenges you need to be able to. Now, physically active, yes, you have to be like every day, make sure you do exercise, you go to gym,
Yes.
some better
Yeah.
food and all that, and your medical assessment. Of course, before hiring you, they'll get this report done, right?
Right, sir. Yeah.
Okay, demonstrate ability to listen. Now, you have to be a good listener also, Mr. Fahad. This is another area. Sometimes that means the listening will give you some insight to understand more deeply what is the exact issue, and sometimes you get ideas from others. So that's why they clearly mention you have to be a good listener, to listen the views of others, and then you filter out the views what I got, which one is the best as per IMS, as per legal requirements, as per system requirements, as per business benefits, which opinion or suggestion is better, which I must consider, because I
Right.
a person perfect. I need people to guide me. I need my employees also to give some feedback. That's why sometimes you have employees suggestion boxes displayed here and there. Sometimes you have employees ideas collection boxes. You encourage your employees to give me the ideas. Sometimes you have unsafe acts or risk or hazards reporting mechanisms. Some boxes are there, and you encourage employees to report any unsafe act you see, any unsafe condition you observe. Just put into the box, but don't even mention your name or just mention your employee
Of
number.
course, just initial. Yeah.
So this is what. So that's why, and then you have to respond logically. That means your logical skills have to be good enough. Like as per your,
Right.
I'm sure you are brilliant, mashallah. And without and well thought out manner, without the need to resort the. So sometimes I say the person can be more easily exposed the moment you will make him powerful.
Right.
When you get money and power, so you will be exposed actually. Either you are a good human, humbled man, or you are arrogant, or kind of a boss
Right.
leader or
Yeah.
something, or you are a person who will be killing your team, every
Right.
day, just punching them and giving them because you are authority, and like hiring and firing every day. You are just like cutting their overtime and giving them punishments every day. Fine policy is more prioritized instead of motivation. I hope you got the point. So this
Yes, sir.
this this is another area they need a balance actually. They need a balance because they know it's your country. You are the Saudi also, so that's why
No
intentionally.
need to pressure. No need to pressure the people. No, I'm serious. Serious. So kind
No,
with the
mashallah,
people,
that's Alhamdulillah.
especially the guys who are working as laborers and workers. Really, those guys are really, I
True,
feel very,
true. Like
good with them.
yeah, true. Mashallah, excellent. Because they wake up at 6 o'clock and they finish their day at 6 p.m. So 12 hours
And
duty.
this is also work ethics. Work
Yeah, work
ethics. You don't
ethics
have
is
to pressure the people who are lower than you. I mean, the position.
excellent.
We are all brothers, inshallah. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. So, Mr. Fahad, how's your computer proficiency? How do
Well, it's
you?
not too bad. It's not too bad.
Alhamdulillah.
It's
But
good.
but
It's good.
but if
Can
you
work on
believe
all
you
my
need to
projects.
learn more, create a
Yeah.
learning plan. For computer skills.
Right.
And strong leadership skills like your decision power, you have to be emotionally intelligent, your time management skills are excellent, you have some sort of leadership skills to lead the teams. You're not the person creating followers, you're the person creating more leaders. You are the
Right.
person making sure everybody is taking the right decision on the right time, and you are giving them the required resources as per your leadership skills. You have convincing power to get the budget on time from your management. You have some
Right.
convincing power to convince your team members that this is the positive roadmap to achieve HSE objectives. And there would be definitely some KPIs, because in this document they didn't mention your KPIs, how
Yeah.
they will be measuring your performance. You get the point?
You're right. Yeah. Yeah.
A key performance indicator might be later on in the contract or in face-to-face meetings. Might be they will talk about KPIs also. That these would
Statistics.
be
Yeah.
your milestone. That every month we'll see how many training sessions you delivered, how many induction programs you done. how many inspections you have done, how many work permits you issued, how many, so measurable objectives. How many injuries gone down comparing to previous month or comparing to previous year, whatever. So based on that previous data, then the moment they'll hire you, starting from that day one, they will start measuring your performance also. So that is another area where you truly need to be like, and the most important part is you must be capable to analyze your performance by yourself, because you are in
Right, yes.
a leadership position. You're not an
Yeah,
ordinary man there. The moment you have a leadership position, evaluate your performance, your department performance by yourself, and honestly present in front of the management. This is where we
right.
were. This is where we were before you hiring me,
Yeah,
and now this is where we are today after you hired me. Like before and
right.
after, whatever you improve, just take a picture before and then after. I'm just giving an example.
That's
Get
right.
the
This is what
gap
we do
analysis.
actually in the safety department. There is a before and after, photos. Especially
Exactly.
if there are some deficiencies, and walkthrough and safety walkthrough. This is what we do actually. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. And you do the gap analysis, even first 1 week, you just start observing and see what is lacking. Like SOP is saying 10 things to be done, but in fact, 4 are being done. So 6 gap analysis. So start highlighting and start preparing a separate document. And even don't talk to anyone until you have a complete report. And then tell them
Right.
this is where your company is at this stage. And now you hired me. This is my improvement plan. This is the
Right.
IMS improvement plan or implementation plan or QHSE implementation plan. This is how you are
Yeah.
going to improve things, inshallah. Then, of course, it
Inshallah.
depends on your analytical like thinking skills, ability to perform root cause analysis. Root cause analysis. Like, let me give you an example. Somebody slipped because there was leaking, oil leaking.
That's the road goes. Yeah. Right.
No, but why oil leaking was there? Oh, because forklift was leaking. Why forklift was leaking? Because the forklift operator didn't conduct inspection, before operating forklift. Why he
Right.
didn't conduct forklift inspection? Because the warehouse supervisor stressed him a lot that there is container waiting outside, and just load the pallets, and no time for
Right.
inspection. Don't waste your time for inspection. Why supervisor gave this instruction to forklift operator? Because the operation manager or the general manager of the company told them, forget about everything, just go and load. Tell your forklift operator to move on and load that container. Why general
Okay.
manager gave that bloody instructions?
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, why? Because the customer was very much in urgency, and he sent the container 1 day before. 1 day before he sent, because why customer sent the container 1 day before, and why it was accepted? Why
Right.
the container was expected and created an urgency and emergency and forklift, and see, you don't leave the why until you dig out all the root causes or underlying root causes or hidden root causes, and then you
That's what
come
we
up, oh, these were and ultimately it's a leadership failure.
that's what we call it, shortcut work, always
It's a
lead to the
system failure,
accident.
exactly.
Right. Right.
And yes, one thing I will mention, then I'll be open to your questions. One thing I will mention: you are not going to accept any improvement without evidence.
Sure.
If somebody says, "Mr. Fahad, I improved this area," okay, can you share the picture? I
Right.
improved this thing. I have done this, and can you share any evidence, any report? So I will
Right.
add to my document. Can you WhatsApp me that improvement area? Can you send me the video? So you start keeping record department wise, area wise, and it will help you a lot.
Right, sir. Yeah.
So without objective evidence, verbally you are not going to accept anything blindly. People are saying, "Oh, we did this, we did this." Okay, show me in shape of evidences, in shape of documentation, in shape of pictures, videos, or something like that. So then, inshallah, things will get a lot better.
Dawah. Inshallah, sir. Yeah.
I'm open to your question, Mr. Fahad. Anything still confusing you? All the best, inshallah. And to be very
No,
honest,
Lily, thank you very much for your Lily. That's you opened my eyes for many things here. Really, I was thinking about it during
thank
even
you.
my work and experience. I supervised many liftings, whether offshore or onshore in Aramco
Excellent,
site,
excellent.
even daily here. I mean, Zamal, shipyard.
Mashallah.
Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. But I'm asking you one thing about the audit. Do you think they're gonna expect something about audit? Because I have a certificate in
Yeah.
audit as
First of all, Mr. Fahad, they didn't mention in the responsibilities. If you see, they mention the word inspections, not auditing.
yeah,
But bear in mind, once they know you are the lead auditor, surely they will use you as a auditor, second party auditor for the contractors today or tomorrow.
right,
Then
right,
they can use you as an internal lead auditor for their company operations. So
right,
your lead auditorship, you would have a team of internal auditors, and that
right,
team also you'll be managing. Whenever they add any new responsibilities, sit on the table, negotiate the package. What is new for me?
right, sir.
You got my point? Any new
Yes, sir.
domain, any new area they discuss with you, just sit and, okay, I'm ready to manage. But this is what I'm expecting, because you're not going to hire separate person for this position because of
So
you.
what do you think about the questions tomorrow? What do you expect from your experience
To be
for
very
this
honest,
position?
to be very honest, first they'll be observing your, you know, non-verbal communication, the way you sit, the way you look at their eyes, the way you
Right.
you smile, or you like, they will be studying first
The
of all
body language. The body language.
exactly. And first impression is the last impression. That is always we need to bear in mind. So there should be a positive vibe the moment you go inside in front of interview panel. Make sure they got positive vibes, that somebody, a very positive personality, is in front of them. They should feel comfortable, then they should also have a positive personalities in the interview panel to make you comfortable also. Because
Right, sir. Right, sir.
sometimes you will observe, oh, they are the bullshit guys, I am not going to work with them.
Yeah.
So you rejected
Right.
them even before interviewing, because you didn't like, I came, 40-degree temperature is there, and you guys didn't offer me even a bloody water, at least,
Right.
so that shows
That's right.
you are. So please keep your job with you. So I'm just giving an example, Mr. Don't take me wrong, but I'm telling,
Yeah, right.
these are the things, where you can identify what kind of culture that company has, or what kind of leadership they have. And then once you like have hello, hi, assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum assalam, and how are you, Mr. Fahad?
Right.
And the most important question, the first question they will ask, who is Mr. Fahad?
Right. Talking about yourself. Okay.
Who is Mr. Fahad?
About your experience.
Here,
That's is
here,
fine with me.
here I'm asking you, Mr. Fahad, who is Mr. Fahad? Please spend 2 minutes, with me. Who is
Uh,
Mr.
my
Fahad?
name is my name is Fahad Al-Zahrani. I am 40 years old. I work for Zamal Offshore Company. I worked for almost 14 years onshore, offshore operations. I have 3 approvals from Aramco as a certified HSE officer.
Mashallah.
For my background education, I am bachelor degree in
Mashallah.
information technology.
Mashallah.
Actually, this is the second year actually because participant.
Mashallah.
Uh,
Excellent. Excellent. No
I've
problem.
got the NEPOSH, I've got the IOSH and OSHA 360 hours,
Wow.
and I have so many certificates on the
So
HSE
you are
field.
done, Mr. Fahad, inshallah. Nobody can stop you. Only thing
Right,
is,
sir.
make sure from the start you would have a better package, the salary package,
Right,
because you have 14 years experience, and
right,
experience
sir.
is always expensive, and quality is
Yes,
always expensive, and you are qualitative professional. So just make sure you negotiate. They are calling you maybe to lock the deal, Otherwise, they will not call you to invest time to meet and they just
Right,
call
sir.
to
So
lock the deal and convince you, by the way, to join them. That is my understanding. Otherwise, normally we don't spend time, we don't invest our time until we have a decision. They have
but the
validated your
technical,
CV, they talked to you, they called you, and they have a data about your professional skills and everything. Now, just if they offer, okay, you are done, take your time and tell them, share with me your employment or offer letter, and give
yeah.
me 1 day to evaluate and decide. Don't take decision on spot. That would also give them insight. Oh, the gentleman was
No, no,
already hungry for the job. So
I
just
will
take
not
time. Tell them,
start
okay, thank you very much. You approved me. This interview is done. So just share with me your employment agreement, draft agreement, and let me evaluate and let's lock the deal if it is win-win foundation. If it's a win-win foundation for both parties.
yeah, actually I'm focusing of course they will start about the salary and these things. I believe they are the one going to start. I will never start negotiate with
Excellent.
the job
Okay.
offer, sorry, until they start up, and they will speak like exactly what you said, because 14 years is valuable, it's valuable for me, and I wouldn't jump from Zamel to other company unless I have something worth it. It's worth it, if it's worth it, okay. Comparing to this 14 years and this, white
And
hair.
Mr. Fahad, I have a good news for you.
Yes, sir.
You are on board with our Jana Training Center Institute as an online safety trainer. So
Well, I
allow me
appreciate
to
that.
engage your 2, 3, 5 hours, maybe any project we get on Friday, Saturday, or in your free time. Before sharing the project detail, I talk to you, get your time, and lock the deal, what we're gonna pay you per hour or whatever, or per project, and let's work together, Mr. Fahad.
Thank
Okay.
you very much. But believe me, I am working even in the weekends, on this project, even in the weekend, just
Okay.
Saturday, because today I had also an interview with SMB as SMB. From 6, I attended at 6 in Khobar, and they finished at almost 3:30. So they said,
Okay.
you've got the acceptance. By end of this week, we will call you and we'll send you job letter, job offer. I met with
Okay,
Aramco,
Masha.
and I don't know what is the way, what they are, what's something waiting for me there. I'm not sure,
Inshallah.
but I am throwing the stone here and there and see
No,
which
no,
one is
just
bigger.
make sure you agree with the right set of package, because ultimately you can't rotate your job every day, after
Yes,
every
you're
2 years.
right.
Now you need to find an opportunity where you can stay for several years and have a better future
Inshallah.
further, inshallah. You already have a bright future, but still more better, inshallah.
How
Okay.
about the technical questions, sir? Sorry, this is the last question. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, it's
please.
already late
Yeah.
now. How about the technical questions? What do you think they're gonna
Oh yeah,
question me?
technical question. Do you know how to conduct risk assessment of rigging and lifting process? And you are knowledgeable, mashallah. What risk can be there? What hazards can be there? How are you gonna rate it up? One question they can ask: do you know how to prepare critical lift plan? And here your answer should be prepared by rigger level 1.
Right.
And as a safety leader, I'll be evaluating either that critical lift plan is done genuinely and there is no anything mentioned which is beyond the standards. So yes, I can supervise. I can supervise the critical lift plans, all sort of documentation, including the processes. Yes, I'm
Mhm.
not the doer because if I'll be preparing critical lift plan and I'm the one approving, I'm the one.
That's right,
So I'm the
because
doer,
it's
I'm the auditor of my thing. So it doesn't seem logical. So this is the
critical
area.
lift plans shall be, conducted by a rigger certified one, and should be carried
And
on by the rigger
yeah,
one,
and
right?
one thing I can might be they can ask, if you would mind what type of incidents or accidents ever you have noted, in rigging and lifting activities, and what was the key root causes, and how are you gonna make sure these incidents are never ever going to happen in our company. So here you just need to make up a mind, what, or might be you can have a research on YouTube for the last 100 years, what type of incidents or accident happened in rigging and lifting processes, and benchmark few of them and start understanding and give them one example out of that analysis. Oh, one time I noted 40 tons load was fall down, and it was a terrible, unfortunately,
Collapse.
no
Yeah.
fatality, no fatality, but material was $30,000 or something like that. So it was asset damage. And this is how we interrogated, and in future we make sure it is not happened. But you are valued. You select out of your research on YouTube for the last 100 years, rigging and lifting incidents or accidents, and then how they solve those issues. Then I think you will have a better deal to share with them. The better stories.
That's amazing. Thank you very much, sir. That's
If I will
really
be
thank you
if
very
I will be that company, I'll not interview. Trust me, I will not waste that time on interviews. I'll just hire simply, send you the offer letter, and will convince you to accept that offer letter instead of wasting
But
time interviews and everything. But
really, what I have.
you are getting
Sorry.
well prepared proactively in advance. And all the best again, Mr. First. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. This is what I felt from their phone calls, that they are focusing their focal point on technically. This
Yeah.
is what I felt. During the phone call, that they are focusing on the technical stuff, not exactly HSE, because HSE knows his job. I know how to control the site, the people, the equipment.
But it's a great opportunity for learning, Mr. Fahad. So accept it
Yes.
positively. Tell them I'm ready to learn, and you will see a lot of improvements. Because I never ever thought I have to be get at that level, because there are team members available, and they are the right person for the right job. If they are not
Right.
technically good, they must not be at our side. If they are at side and I have to be technically sound to train them, I'm ready for this one.
Right, sir. Anyway, thank you very much for your time.
So nice of you,
And
Mr. Fahad.
really,
My
I wish to
pleasure.
see you soon, inshallah, once I have time. I wish to see you, really, and we will have some
No,
maybe
we'll
training,
meet
inshallah.
Mr. Captain Hassan, and you and me. We all sit together and enjoy some time together. No worries.
Well,
Okay?
he's not just a colleague or a friend. He's really my brother, Captain Hussein. We are
Alhamdulillah.
known
No, he's
long time ago working in Zamal, Tanajib there, Zamal offshore. And he's always hand by hand, and he recommended you that very good person, and he will help you. So thank you so
so
much
nice
for
of
your
you, Mr.
time.
Fahad. Thank
Really,
you
I'm
very much.
sorry to, you are
No,
already
it's
late.
okay, Mr. Fahad. Please don't mention again and again.
That's
You are
very
very
kind of
respectful.
you to accept and
Thank you very much.
helping me in such a situation,
Please
because tomorrow really I have a hot day.
just inform to Captain that we have had this meeting, and inshallah he'll be more
Sure, he
happy.
will be informed,
Thank you.
inshallah. Thank you very much, sir, and have a good night, inshallah.
Thank
We
you.
will
So nice of you,
meet.
Mr. Fahad. Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
very much, sir. Appreciate it. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you.